Hi everybody, and welcome to the Road Diary 2021 episode of the Todd Sucherman Show. Back on the road for the first time in 15, 16 months or so. So I can tell you this episode is going to be cut really quickly. I want to be very considerate of my band members so they don't feel like they're being filmed all the time. So there's going to be a lot of quick cuts. I hope my camera work does not make you nauseous, but it's going to be a fun and interesting ride. I'm right at the beginning of this. I'm not sure how this is going to play out, but I can tell you that my travel started out with the last flight home suitcase not wanting to go with me. It broke upon closing. The hinge just came off, and it was fixed by Remova during the pandemic, so it did not want to come with me. Always have backup suitcases on hand, as I did. And then, I thought I'd be sort of emotional going to the airport, and I was not. And the airport experience was 2 massively delayed flights, so it took 12 hours to get from Austin to Jacksonville, and then an hour drive to St. Augustine. So it was not the ideal way to start off the road back. But hey, you have to be adaptable and flexible and roll with the punches to do this job. So that's what we had to do. We had 3 days of rehearsals. I'll show you little snippets from those rehearsals and a little bit of each show as we go along. So come on the journey with me, the long road back. Loud noises! Hello, old friends. So lovely to see you again. Show day number 1, St. Augustine, Florida, to St. Augustine Amphitheater. Pull. Good afternoon. Hello, Scott.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey,
Evan.
Todd.
Here we are. Socially distanced for now, in front, and I think in the audience. Here they are. Rock show tonight. Crash of the Crown backdrop. There's dressing room, there's Ricky's station. Lawrence is in there, and I'm in here. The restroom in there. Hello, show 1. Very exciting. Here's the wardrobe. Sorry for the vomit cam. There's a wardrobe case, freshly laundered, dry cleaned shirts. Some of them I don't even remember. I never even got a chance to use them last year, so they're still new. I got some new ProMark sticks with the new signature and logo. See if I can get one of those out there. Along with some of the old stock. It's basically the medicine and vitamin or the tape, energy, some Manuka honey, various bits. And here's the my old friend. There's the fridge and the bar, computer bag. Nice little vibe here. All right, looking forward to the day finally. McElhaney, our longtime monitor mixer here. Show us what do you have going on with the subgroup of the toms here, Evan.
We're just going to keep it consolidated so we have more channels available to work on our fingers with the faders. But whenever I need access to any of toms 1 through 7 plus the gong drum, just go like that and bam, it pops up. And now I can put them away and still watch them throughout the show. Technology's great.
Ain't life grand. And that's the Digico SD or is it SO12?
SD12.
SD12, all right. Yeah, so everyone always goes, oh, where's the drum sound in your the Zoom camera? It all comes from this. We have a dedicated line coming out of here. I've just got all the songs right there. A bunch of the songs are preset, what we do here. And then I look over at Evan with a face like this. Hold me. Thank you, Evan.
Have a good one.
Bye. And through here we have Chicago's own Greg Mandelke, who I met in Lincolnwood, Illinois sometime in the 80s.
We were teenagers.
We were just young little lads.
Young lads.
And look at us now. And that's Scott. He's our newest man on the crew. Scott is joining us for the first time this week. Welcome aboard officially.
Thank you.
On film.
Well, he's on probationary period. We shall see if he survives.
He'll have to deny it, and then I can catch him.
Okay. Well, best of luck.
We're all counting on you.
We're all counting on you. So, I'm counting on a pleasant bus ride tonight, so please,
don't screw it up.
I will.
Cheers, gentlemen.
All right, cheers.
Let's see what's happening in the production office, which is command headquarters, tour of production. Chuck's chilling. George is telling someone something. Brian's doing something over here. We got STYX posters we're going to sign, delivered here. And there we go. And then Chuck's filming me. George is very intense about something. That's the tour manager to the Stars, George Packer. Walking from the side of the stage out to the truck bays. This is what every venue in the world looks like, pretty much. There's our trucks. Everything gets loaded into these two guys at the end of the night, and they are full. These are our new tour buses, one for the band, one for the crew. Prevost from Quebec, Canada, I believe. So those are customized. Let's have a walk out to the front of the house, see what's going on here. Staff only. Florida. Don't fall in those. All right. That's the spotlight deck. Further upper deck of the St. Augustine venue. Down there's our longtime living Libby Gray, our longtime lighting director, Libby Gray, and Christopher Cookie Hoff, front of house. Getting the little bits on the side together. We've only had a couple days to program all the lights, get everything dialed in. Our crew is absolutely amazing. Hopefully the weather holds out. We'll have a nice night, even though there is a covering on the roof. When it was raining horribly the other day, boy, everything was getting wet in here, so hoping for some nice weather tonight. Had some rain here about 2 hours before showtime, Florida style. Here in the catering room, where eggplant parmesan, pork loin, and mahi mahi were on the menu. Salad bar over there. Beverages.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And this is Jason Powell, our assistant tour manager. Say hello, Jason.
Hey, how we doing today?
We're doing great. Showtime, 2 hours. Well, welcome to the band, Will.
I knew it was going to be like this.
This is Will Ivankovich, our newest member. I'm no longer the youngest man in the band.
Sorry.
Someone had to do it.
And I brought a storm with me of great magnitude.
And it's going to be cold and gray for the rest of your life. Yeah, it's bad. Thanks, Florida. Here I am back in the dressing room, watching the Tony Williams show with you guys.
Here's Tony the band.
Here I am.
His drum solo.
Thanks for your comments, guys. I hope you're enjoying the show. I'm enjoying. Can you hear the rain? It's still coming down here. 90 minutes to showtime. I gotta start getting ready here. There's my man. The rain's louder than Tony is right now. All right. This is what's happening tonight. So normally we get the schedule there. And then here's the guest list, which of course there's no guest, it's just tickets. I used to see who was on the guest list and who I would be seeing. Here comes the rain. Well, that's a wrap on day one. Off to Atlanta for a day off. I'm going to have lunch with an old friend, and then we're having a dinner with management and the guys in Collective Soul, who will be playing a show for the next 8 shows. They're going to be supporting us, so see you tomorrow. Reflections on last night. It was fantastic to be on stage again. It's funny, so many things come right back to where it seems like time never stopped. It seems like these last 15 months almost didn't exist, other than we're all trying a little harder to do what we do and remember what we have to remember and remember how we did what we did. Last night, that's why we do what we do. That's why we go through staying in hotel rooms and flights and missed connections. It's what Last Flight Home is all about, really. But it was amazing to hit the stage last night. And I know that we all felt that we could have done this or that better, because it's going to take a little bit to get our footing and to get our sea legs, so to speak, back. I had one moment of terror where I decided to kind of hot dog it up a little bit and stand up in one portion of the Red Storm, which I sometimes do, and I pulled out the ear cord, my in-ear monitor from the pack, and that had nothing, silence. And it was just terrifying. We're playing in 5/8. That song was a click track, so the click track was gone. Somehow I managed to plug it in and get it back for the downbeat, but that was a bit of a terrifying moment there. We decided to work up just a minute, sort of front porch style of Sound the Alarm. That was the one time I got a little emotional thinking about the lyrics of that, and then being back on stage, that I sort of almost lost it there a little bit. But it felt great to play the songs again and to see an audience again and to see some STYX fans that we've seen throughout the years in the audience again. Can't wait to do it again tomorrow night here in Atlanta. We have a day off. I'm going to grab lunch with one of my oldest friends, a buddy of mine that I've known since 1978, 79. And then we're having a dinner with our management and Collective Soul and the crew and the whole big dinner. That's one nice thing that our organization always does. We always invite the other band for a dinner, and that breaks the ice, so you're not always just, hey, how you doing, at the venue. You go out and you have a meal, you have some drinks, you kind of walk around the room and you get to know everyone a little bit. So all right, we'll check back with you in a little while.
Oh, come on down, buddy.
But he's the main songwriter.
Put this in a bar. What are you doing?
Smile. Here's one of my creature comfort favorite road things. I have this collapsible, see if I can do this with one hand, collapsible teapot that collapses better than I can do with one hand. So I'm able to make coffee and tea from my room. I mean, who knows what happened to that thing. And I like having this along with me. It collapses down here. It's not the best coffee in the world, but a little Starbucks instant with some vanilla creamer. I have some Tulsi green tea with Manuka honey. I always have that on hand. And in mere moments, we got hot water ready for tea and coffee. I need it right when I get up in the morning. I can't get up and walk around and look for the best coffee place in town like some of my bandmates do. I wish I could. I need it straight away. So that's, there you go, steam. That's how I do it. Atlanta, or more proper, Alpharetta, Georgia, show day number 2, and this is the first show with Collective Soul. This used to be Verizon Amphitheater, and now it's something else, as they often change with the corporate sponsor Amphitheater. Gentlemen, how you doing today?
Good. How are you today?
Excellent. The exciting backstage where everyone wants to be, where nothing ever happens.
Lunch is still up. Good.
Lunch is still up.
I know. I did.
Hi, Brian.
Hi.
Say hi to the folks at home.
Hi, kids. That's Vern.
Brian, how are you?
Todd.
Likewise. And here's Earl Hang. Drum heads to sign. Atlanta. Crash of the Crowns, number 4 on top albums on Apple iTunes. Fantastic. Thanks for everyone who bought it. Jason, we're number 4.
Hey, I'm going to buy it.
All right. Well, no, you look busy though.
Will be.
Fantastic. Thanks, everybody. It's amazing. Gotta play. Hello, Paulie. How are you tonight?
Absolutely fabulous.
All right.
Have a great show.
Thank you, Evan. You got it started? Rolling. All right, baby. Oh, I love my guys. On night 2 in Atlanta last night. Well, first off, I got in here. We drove for 400 miles or so last night from Atlanta, and I'm in Southaven, Mississippi. It's June 19th. I know that because I get a day sheet under my door in the morning telling me the schedule, where we are. 2:15 bags, 2:30 departure, 3:15 sound check, doors at 6. We have a comedian doing 15 minutes at 7:30. Collective Soul 7:50 and us at 9:10. So that'll be tonight. Couldn't sleep. I woke up this morning. I was going to try to sleep a little bit more here. Found out we're #1 on Amazon rock CDs and #4 on Apple iTunes. So thank you if you've purchased Crash of the Crown. You supported it, not just listened to it on Spotify. I know streaming's convenient and very easy. But if you supported the record, thank you very much. It's a huge difference between the two. And I'll talk more about that if you want. I have thoughts on the matter, but last night was a great night. Sadly, the audio of my Zoom Q2N, something's wrong with it. Something's up with this particular camera, so it's the only one I have with me on the run. So hopefully it'll kick in and start to work. But I brought my iPhone out and filmed a little bit back right before the show and the intro, and then you'll hear the audio problem of the Zoom right here. But it was a great night, a great house. The amphitheater was full, spotty in the lawn, but it was the first show Atlanta has had. It was also Charlie Briscoe, our manager's 70th birthday, and he's from Atlanta, or lives in Atlanta. Our management is based in Atlanta, so it's always fun to play there. It is interesting having no guests. That's a new thing, due to health restrictions right now. So anyway, we'll see you later, and I'll check back with you. Well, you'll see what's happening today as I continue this road diary. All right, here we are in, where are we? Somewhere in Mississippi, Southaven, Mississippi. Here, I'm going to render a little clip that I've put together for this documentary. That'll take a little while. And here we go for show number 3. Guys are warming up in one of the adjacent dressing rooms, and we're in some sort of arena. And a lot of arenas are this cinder block sort of vibe here. But we got a couch, and we got cubbies, and we have a refrigerator that doesn't seem to work. But we're gonna have a rock show tonight, that's for sure. Question of the day. What is it with hotels in the South, especially the Southeast United States, with the incessant soft water in the hotels? How do you know when the soap is ever off your hands or the shampoo or conditioner is out of your hair? We'll never know. If anyone knows the answer to that question, I'm game. Not much to report on yesterday, other than it was nice to play an air conditioning arena. Sorry, the camera didn't work. Hopefully Evan is fixing the line or some issue with a grounding and a hum or something that, as a drummer, I don't understand that stuff, but he'll fix that up. But we were playing today in Pearl, Brandon, Mississippi. Is that a nickname for a town? I don't know what that means. It says very rustic venue. So I imagine we might be spending a good portion of the day in the bus, quite possibly today. It's Father's Day today. It's my hope that this little road diary shows you a little slice of what it's like to be on the road. And one of the things that you experience is not experiencing things like Father's Day at home. While it's been beautiful to watch my daughter grow up for 15 months in a row during the pandemic, I've only been out a week or so now, whatever it's been. You know, my wife made me an 8-minute video montage with music of our last 15 months together, and of course that was just a basket case. But you know, I'm out here in parentheses Brandon, Mississippi on Father's Day, and you know, if you want to do this, you're going to miss weddings and funerals and family reunions and birthdays, events, stuff like that. So it's something you should know. I mean, I always illustrate it with this. One of my dearest friends in the world, I missed his wedding and I missed his funeral. And that just comes with the territory of doing this job. So anyway, we're going to pack up and get out of here in about a half hour or so, get on the bus, which I haven't shown you yet. I'll show you the bus. And off to the very rustic venue today. So here's the view of the bus from the back lounge here. Luggage there, and these are the bunks. Sorry, I would have made my bed if I knew you were coming, but here's where I sleep. Let's turn the light on. Got a little wedge, air conditioning, and everyone's kind of getting on board here. We're going to take off to a rustic venue. There's Mr. Shaw getting on. Front lounge of the bus. This pulls out so we get more space. George's getting off the bus. Our driver Brandon. This is some mud pie and cake that Ed Rowland, the singer from Collective Soul's mother, made for us. And that's Brandon. Say hi, Brandon.
Hello.
All right, let's go to the venue. So this is really our home while we're on the road, and I guess this venue is a real venue. I read it wrong. Louisville tomorrow is rustic. I think it's just a park. So we're at a real venue, and I'm happy to see this. It's like 91 degrees and humid and very still. Okay, I'm here with my longtime pal Johnny Rabb.
Todd.
Been playing drums at Collective Soul for how many years now?
10.
My goodness, 10.
Yeah.
All right.
Time
so
flies, buddy.
he's going to show us around his kit. He's got a cool vintage Rogers kit out on the road. Look at that.
So look at this. This is a nice little, I believe the Euro 69 to 70s. Maybe some folks out there that get me wrong on that. That's fine. The script font, I love that little badge there.
Yeah,
right?
classic.
Now, I'll tell you what, you can see you've got a 22 by 14. Looks like a 12 up there we're ripping. And that might be a 13 even, because they're so big for me. It might be 13, 16, 18. I'm positive it's 16, 18.
I think that might be a 13 there,
Yeah.
Johnny.
So we're talking about, I'm a guy that doesn't usually do the specs so well. I just play the drums some. All right,
But you have electronics, which is something I don't know anything about. Like this,
Okay.
I could not drive this one bit.
You could. This is the SPDSX. I used to work for Roland years ago, so I know that thing inside and out.
Oh yeah, you're an electronics guy, huge electronics guy.
We are barely doing much with this. On December, I do congas on 3 pads. I program them to sound like the record. There's a couple keyboard parts I trigger real time. We don't do Ableton, we don't do tracks. So if I miss the pad on the downbeat, we're screwed. It doesn't happen. It's always really, really fine. Minor cymbals, want to go around the other way maybe.
Yeah, let's do it. But I like how you just remove the hardware.
Okay.
You're leaving the holes.
And look,
You got it.
Gogger rims.
Gogger rims.
Put them on, and you're right. This is not really that well.
You're going for it. Look at
This
this.
is coffee on here.
Did you have
Oh, yeah.
is that a moth?
That is a moth. Can I tell a story about that real quick?
Sure. Yeah, you
This
got
is
the
me
holes
in
at
my
the top.
living. Yeah, this is legit the old hardware that I took off. Talked to John Aldridge about it, and he's like, "Hey, try to maybe upgrade the hardware because it's gonna fail on the road." I'm in my living room. Go ahead and zoom in there. That's absolutely me. Now you can tell I missed. So these are Pearl spurs on here, older ones. I've had this on the road for 4 years now. It's fine.
Nice.
So, it's like the old Orange County drums. I'm just deciding to do.
Well, let's talk about these snare drums. These are from Italy, and I guess this was you got Vibe drums. You got turned on these from Sergio Ponti.
Yeah. So this exact snare over here, the silver one, they did really cool stuff with a little JR logo in there with the drill. But these guys are amazing. I've had that drum on this kit for the entire last 10 years.
Wow.
And I told Todd I have not changed the strainer or the bottom head in those 10 years. What an idiot.
I don't know how that's humanly possible, but you've done it. You got the little backups over here.
Yep.
Holy moly, you sit high, man.
I do sit high. I feel, do I sit high?
Yeah, I think so. Let's have a look here. Oh yeah, geez.
Get up here, Todd.
Oh yeah. No, I feel like I'm sitting at a bar at a restaurant.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, it's always crazy to sit at someone else's drum set.
Yeah, look at the head. It's fresh.
Oh yeah, right. Brand new head. They make them like this. Now that you can choose your you can choose a body of water, a lake that you particularly like.
Great Lake series. I mean, it's just, we actually added the second floor just for fun. Got vinyl cymbals going. I'm doing their pure alloy stuff. And then their HCS for the whole trashy thing, and a cowbell, candy bell.
What's your little fun drum over there?
That is a single-headed, like, I was going to put it out, but then other companies kind of got a hold of the thing, and they're out already. They're already out, so.
Give me a little freehand love real quick, man.
Oh! Just kidding.
Yeah, that sounds like me every time I sit down. Oh!
What?
You're the friggin' man, my friend.
You're the man, Todd. Come on.
And there's Polly here at the Brandon Amphitheater here in Brandon. All right. I'll see you in a little bit, my friend.
All right.
Here's lunch. Okay, enjoy. And here's our little dressing room in here. Dinner in a little while. And another rock show tonight. Show number 4. We will be getting ready in a little bit.
That's 1-5-15 to the walk.
Thank you, George.
Slavenkovich.
William is in there.
Will, 15 to the walk. 15 minutes to walk. They're going down to start the vocal work.
Okay.
15 to the walk.
22nd. I had a day off in Louisville yesterday. I met up with Mike Haid from Modern Drummer magazine at Torchy's Tacos, and then we came back to the hotel to do an interview. The bar was closed. I was able to convince the lady at the front desk to sell me a bottle of white wine that she had back in the back office. So we just walked into one of the conference rooms, sat and had a 2-hour interview, which Mike's going to have to condense that into 1,500 words for a catch up with Todd in the magazine. And then we're going over to the very rustic venue today. Today's what's called a filler day. It's when you have shows booked, and then every now and then you'll book something so you don't have too many days off on the road. So we're playing a park. Definitely not the arena that we've played here before, so we'll see how it is over today. I'm also going to pick up the pace of this a little bit because I think you have the idea of what it's sort of like to be on the road. This just sort of goes on endlessly, so I'll just do little snippets. Today is my brother Paul's birthday, so I'm going to phone him up in a minute, and we're able to stay in this hotel till 5 o'clock, which is a luxury. It's like the old days. You used to just go over and do the gig, no sound check. So that's what's happening today, and we'll check in from the venue. Okay, here's what we mean by rustic here. Hello, Lawrence, in Louisville, Kentucky. And the Ohio River is right behind us, right here, for a nice little backdrop. I will not be recording tonight's show because everything is jammed under there. So, well, folks, I can't get enough of this day. Not an ounce of humidity, like I said, 75 Fahrenheit, cool breeze coming off the water. They're just opening doors. It's just a magnificent day. There's the KFC Yum Center. One of the best names of an arena. The Yum Center. All right, more later. The guys are playing frisbee. What a day.
That bridge is gonna fall at the end.
Fireworks!
Lincoln, Nebraska today. Okay, so of course in Louisville, the show was the best one yet, and I didn't film that. We were getting our quarter note fat, and everything was feeling the way it did in the old days. And of course, the one show that really came across earlier in this documentary was the kind of the hardest show for me. So here we are. I don't know what the name of this arena is in Lincoln. We were supposed to be playing in the Pinewood Bowl tonight outdoors, but apparently there's going to be just ridiculous. Well, Nebraska out in the plains, lightning and horrible storms. So we're here, and I'll always take air conditioning anytime. So sound check in a little while. Okay, real quick, here's my little private dressing room, and had a nice night off last night. I went to see the STYX documentary. This is called the STYX Brothers. If you don't know anything about STYX, like, that's perfect. Just go see the movie, the documentary, or rent it. Incredible story. Love those guys. And Little Beethoven is one of my favorite records. It's in a peculiar way, but you'll see. The STYX Brothers. Those of you that know, you know. Also ran into my dear friends Brett Simons, a bass player from Chicago, who has been playing with Chicago for a while, and now Alpharetta Reyes, and then later Keith Howland. They're staying at the same hotel as us, so it was very cool to run into those people. It's one of the perks of the road, running into friends. And Brett and I did That Lucky Old Son live together, and the Brian Wilson Gershwin, Reimagine's Gershwin record together. So that was really cool to see them. Anyway, more later. Johnny Rock! Pinnacle! Bonner Springs, Kansas. Morning, Brian Wong.
Hi, we're at Sandstone.
Yeah, this is the old Sandstone. I haven't been here since, I want to say, it's been 20 years. Outside of Kansas City. All right. Welcome to the Ozarks Amphitheater at Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri. Here we are. Ominous music. I don't remember ever being here, but someone said that we may have played here with Foreigner, which would have been 2010, 2009, something like that. But if any of you guys watch the Netflix show Ozark, well, that's where we are today. So I realized all this time into our documentary here, we haven't done a proper tour of the drum set. The front black limba bass drum heads are by Drum Art. Jim Feck at Drum Art does great work. So it's got the rose gold TS logo with the STYX font. Pearl Masterworks in black limba with sort of a honey walnut type of burst. And this was to sort of celebrate my 20th year with STYX, and when I turned 50. Rose gold leaf. All the hardware is rose gold. Ron Dinette made these for me. You can get these clamps, but he made the curved holders for me custom. So that's a view of the front of the kit. Same thing, we got Ron Dinette holders on the bass drum, and Audix with the little TS logo on the microphones for me, which is very, very, very nice touch. Very appreciated. You can see it's pretty intricate hardware coming off the Pearl rack. And all the microphone stands are actually cymbal stands. The hi-hat there, the second hat up there. It's a cymbal stand holding the Audix SEX25A. Come around on this side, you got the 3 floor toms, and it's quilted black limba, so it has that little effect like it's like your eyes are going crazy or something. There's the gong drum. Let's have a look up here. So we got a Dyson fan. I'll show you my little air conditioning rig in a moment. But it comes out here in these holes. Got a Dyson fan. Another fan over here. The headset microphone. Treeworks chimes. This is the monitor pack made out of black limba by Mark Eldridge at Artisan Customs. He also made this black limba stick holder. This is a black limba drum waiter from Kentfield Drums in Australia. Steel Turkington. Got a little pouch for the watch, or keys, or wallet, phone. Drum key by Cherry Hill Drums. This matches the clutch on the hi-hat, rose gold and black limba. These are the newest members of the drum set. 15-inch medium Sabian hi-hat. That, and we added the 21 China with the rivets. And there we go. Still using the Danmar. I don't use them anymore at home, but on the road, I don't want to break a bass drum head. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 gong drum. All Remo Clearmasters, top and bottom, just like at home. Here's the Artisan Custom stick bucket, made out of black limba. It's got a little lift and a little tube light in there so I could see it in the dark. My Pearl throne. It's got a little concentric thing where the spine sits in there. Not quite as good as the other brand that I used, but I would never touch those again. And there you go. See another simple stand for the STYX25A overhead. The one's underneath the ride right there, and then there. So 3 overheads. Snare bottom, snare top, all Audix microphones. My signature drumsticks, Sabian cymbals. I got the Sessions ride. All right, so I got 21 Paragon, basically 18, 19, 20, 22 AAX vault crashes, which they sort of don't make anymore, but they'll make them at the custom shop. And I'll show you the air conditioning rig in a moment here. It's not hooked up right now because it's actually a cool day, but it's a cooler that looks like this, that has an intake fan and a blowout. It gets hooked in there and it blows dry ice, cold air at me, and it keeps me cool out there. Last day of the run here in Oklahoma City at the Zoo Amphitheater. We're going to take a picture with Collective Soul, Paul Ollinger, a comedian. And there we are. Welcome to the documentary.
You guys have been here for us for new album releases so many times. And as you know, we just released another new one called Passion Crown. It's been a long time since there was a new guy in the band. I was a new guy for a long time. The search is a long road.
is a wrap on our first run back after 16 months with a worldwide pandemic that's still happening. Flying home tomorrow. We're done with the first run. I get to go home for a couple days, then back out, then home, and then back out, and then home. And that's how it's going to be now. So while this may not have been educational in the traditional sense, hopefully this gives you an idea of what it's like to do this job and to be traveling every day and to be giving consistently your best on stage every night. Sheet here says 3 a.m. wake-up call, 4 a.m. lobby call, 5:15 a.m. flight home. I've learned a long time ago to take the first flight home, because if you don't, the chances grow exponentially of delays and whatnot, and if you're lucky, you'll be on the last flight home, which is, of course, what that song was all about. But it's been a great run on the road here. It's wonderful to see everybody, wonderful to play music with other human beings, see audiences smile and react. And again, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll hopefully be back live soon. Thank you for watching on behalf of Drumeo and myself here on the Todd Sucherman Show in a hotel in Oklahoma City. Thanks. We'll see you soon.
My head's down, my